Welcome back. I'm Dr. Ruckus, and today we are playing Azorius Blue-White Soldiers in Brothers War Standard. This deck is sweet, man, and there are so many different ways to build it. I'm going to be really excited to see how things shake out and what different people try, but for today, we are running a 24 land mana base with some 4-drops, which is a higher curve than some of the other versions of this deck you could make. The 1-drop slot, we have the Recruitment Officer, a 1-mana 2/1, good enough by itself. Has some upside. You can pay 4 mana, look at the top 4 cards, reveal a creature card with mana value 3 or less, and put it into your hand. Yeah, that's decent. 1 mana 2/1s are good, and it's a soldier, which, as you'll see, is huge. Now, for the other 1-drop, I am running the Hopeful Initiate today. There are other soldiers. You could try out the Yoshin Frontliner, which is basically just a 1 mana 1/1, but it's also a soldier. If you were really going for the soldier synergy, you could try that. But just on its own, the Hopeful Initiate is a significantly better card, and so I am trying it out here today. You don't have to run all soldiers in your soldier-themed deck. In the 2-drop slot, we have the Valiant Veteran, a 2-mana 2/2 Lord. Other soldiers you control get +1/+1. You can also pay 5 from the graveyard, exile it, and put a +1/+1 counter on each soldier you control. Could be useful. It's not the same as returning it to the battlefield, but it's pretty good. And we have Harbin, Vanguard Aviator. This card's going to end some games on the spot. 2-mana 3/2 flyer. Whenever you attack with 5 or more soldiers, which means that the Initiate and the Intrepid Adversary don't count towards that, creatures you control get +1/+1 and gain flying until end of turn. There are going to be some games where you drop this on like turn 6 or 7, and if you have 5 soldiers sitting around, you just fly over the top and win on the spot. So this is cool. The question is how many to run. A 2-mana 3/2 flyer on turn 2 is actually pretty good. It is legendary, so you don't necessarily have to run all 4. This is going to be a great finisher, and honestly great on turn 2 as well. The question is just how many to run. In terms of what got the chopping block, I actually cut down Thalia from 4 copies to 2 just to make space for the Veteran and the Harbin. It's tough to say if that's the right call or not. This is a great card, but there are just so many great soldiers floating around to fit into this deck, and that's where I went. Because I opted for the 24 land version of this deck, I do think Intrepid Adversary is very good. It's much better in decks with high land counts. So I'm running 4 of these, even though it's not a soldier, just the pump squad effect on this low to the ground deck seems very good. 3 drops, we got Brutal Cathar, which is the soldier and our only removal in the deck. Siege Veteran, our new Luminarch Aspirant, 3-mana 2/2, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. It also has a line of text, which I didn't really think about much before, but whenever another non-token soldier you control dies, create a 1/1 colorless soldier artifact creature token. That line of text is pretty relevant. That means in standstills, you can block with a non-token soldier, trade, and be left over with a 1/1 soldier token, which gets pumped up by everything else you have anyway. So this is actually, that last line of text is much more relevant than I thought. Sky Strike Officer is pretty much a beast. A 3-mana 2/3 flyer. Whenever it attacks, you pump out a soldier token. Again, this is great when you're trading. You can just fly over the top, create a 1/1 blocker, and just block on the way back against other aggressive decks. And then also in standstills, you can tap 3 untapped soldiers you control and draw a card. So if nobody's doing anything, you can wait till their end step and then tap your 3 of your soldiers and just keep drawing every single turn. Now the 4-drop slot, these are the most questionable cards. Mural Shield of Argive, a 4-mana 3/4. During your turn, your opponents can't cast spells or activate abilities of artifacts, creatures, or enchantments. This is going to be pretty disgusting against control decks. And then additionally, whenever she attacks, you pump out soldier tokens as well, where X is the number of soldiers you control. This seems very strong. The big question is it worth running 24 lands and running some 4-drops, or should you cut it down to 22 lands, just jam a bunch of soldiers in here with all the pump squad effects? Yoshin Tactician, 4-mana 3/4. Again, a lord. Other soldiers you control get +1/+1. So that's the deck I'm running today. Had a lot of success with it. I'm curious to see what other people do with this. I think another way you could build it is just drop all the 4-drops, cut 2 lands, and then we got 6 more spots. You could jam in the Guardian of New Benalia, another fantastic soldier, and maybe Sun Gold Sentinel is okay. I'd probably drop Dennick. Dennick's just a very good soldier as well. 2-mana 2/3 lifelinker, can come back later. Very awkward against other aggro decks. The other thing you could do is drop the Resolute Reinforcements in there, which I see other people doing, but I don't know. This card just doesn't do enough most of the time, and you really have to have all the synergies come together. The one thing I will say is it does pump out soldiers at a faster rate, which lets you kind of approach this plan of going Harbin on turn 6 or 5 or 6 and try to just fly over victory. So that's interesting, but I don't think I'd really go that route. Unless someone shows me it's really good, I think I'd probably just do something more like this. So anyway, that's the deck. Enjoy the gameplay. Let's dive right in. 1-lander island. Cool. All right, this is better. Put back one of the tacticians. All right, it is the mirror. Start here, drop the Initiates. One of the only non-soldiers in the deck, but I think it's I mean, we're about to find out. The opponent is going to play only soldiers here. And we'll see how it fares against the Initiate. Okay. This is a decent turn to just get this down, because we're going to play the Veteran anyway. Submit. Drop the Veteran, no attacks. Okay. Could be mono white soldiers so far. Thalia, that's fine. Doesn't affect us besides the first strike. And recruitment officer. Okay, it's a board. We're trying to figure out how to enlist here. I half the time I click attack and then I have to go back and enlist after the fact anyway, so I get it. Cool. 3 mana, effectively indestructible scry 2 to the top. That's not good. Yeah, no blocks here. Thalia, interesting. I think we just keep curving out though here. Soldier it is. Drop the Veteran. If they pump the entire squad, having a 4/4 actually makes it tougher for them. No attacks. This is worse. If they go Brutal Cathar, take the Veteran, the counter placement is worse. But if they go Intrepid Adversary, pump the entire squad, it'll be nice to have a 4/4 that can block most of these 3/3s. So they do pump squad, so it's nice we have a 4/4. They don't just have obvious attacks here. And another recruitment officer. All right. They can get through with the Benalia for sure. And they attack with a 3/2? No, they're trying to enlist it again. Yeah, man. We could chump with the Initiates. It's not getting pumped up by the Tactician next turn anyway. I think that's probably okay here versus taking 6. But we're going to need a little bit more gas to get out of this. Okay. Sure. Reveal Soldier again. We pump the squad. We have no answer to the Benalia. We need a Brutal Cathar to take the Benalia. They pump squad again. They're all 4/4s. So either the Tactician or the Veteran's fine here. So we'll put it on the Tactician. Can't really swing back, especially into the Thalia. This is tough. We have to top deck Brutal Cathar for the Benalia. That's really our only answer. And the fact they get to scry every turn while doing this is tough. Yeah, that makes this tough. 2 to the top again. Probably eat 6 this time. But we're on the chopping block, and they have backup Benalia anyway. Doesn't do it. Is there anything we can actually attack with here? We could try to get in with a Tactician. Could be a 7/8. They just chump block with the Benalia. I think we have to start trying something. Okay, let's make it a 7/8. They almost just have lethal on the crackback anyway. Okay, they take a chump. Fine. Play out Thalia. We've no. Okay, sure. We could actually top deck the thing that gives everything flying. That is a way to win here. Okay, so we have some outs actually. If we have 5 creatures and we play the 2 mana 3/2 that gives everything +1/+1 in flying when you attack with 5 or more creatures, that's a way to win this. That is better than Brutal Cathar since they have double Benalia at this point. Well, now we no longer have 5 creatures. We go up some life though. Attack with both these guys. Yep, enlist 2 more. Pair of 6/6s. Hey, it's tough on the draw. So it's 12 damage. We probably need to block at least 1, unless we think we can win this turn, which I don't think is the case. Even if we Brutal Cathar, we'd only get in for 12 damage. So we probably need to block at least 1 of these. Maybe Thalia here. Because we could draw the backup legendary copy anyway. Discard the land. Did they scry that to the top? I guess they want one more land to start using the recruitment officer. Not sure. Well, that's interesting. Hadn't quite thought through that. Okay, so we can actually chump block for a while here. We're not out of this yet. So we start chump blocking with the veterans. Actually, they can't get through the tactician. Let's go like this. They might actually not be able to get through the tactician now. They can only enlist for 3. Make a 6-3. The tactician is big enough to block at this point. They would need another pump squad effect, which I guess they can get with this little, this guy right there. Yeah, they unearth you. Maybe we should have put the counter on the tactician. Okay, this will give one of them +1, but not both. So we'll take 1 chump and block the... Yeah, we should have put the counter on the tactician last turn. All right, trigger, trigger, trigger. Scry, scry, scry. 2 to the top again, fine. All right, you can block there. We don't have to block the other one. I mean, we definitely take this block. I don't think we can take 6. I think we lose one of our pumps. I think it's fine. Oh man, they have a Ganjo. That sucks. That sucks. Do we get both of them though? Well, this is a funky game right here. If we play that, we can start drawing every turn. But this is really good. This one counter on everything. Maybe that's not worth it. Okay, 4/4s are good. See if they want to trade with that. We can still, on their end step, use the Sky Strike Officer. All right, so I definitely made some misplays this game, but I'm surprised we're actually potentially able to get out of this. They lost both Benalias last turn. Ooh, get something flying. All right. I mean, that's not devastating yet, because the Sky Strike Officer can still block any of these guys. Maybe they go lifelink. I don't think it matters what they pick here. We just block. Why? Does it have an effect when it dies? Does it have lifelink? That's what it has? Okay, sure. Doesn't have any effects, right? No, it's a 1-mana 3/2. So sure. It's fine. Seems sus, but I think it's fine. They just want the lifelink. Alright. Tap 3 of these guys. Submit 3. Okay. Scoop. Wow, what a game. Holy moly. Interesting. Yeah, made some mistakes there, but interesting game for sure. Yeah, 2-lander, it's okay. No blue yet, but plenty of 2 and 3 drops that we can still cast. Alright, but we're not casting them yet. Here comes the first of our veterans. Jund Fable, alright. Hit the 3rd land drop, that's nice. Catharing the tokens, not bad at all. Siege vettering the other veteran is also pretty good, but I don't think we want to give him treasure. Let's just take him off that ramp. Hit him for 2 here. Okay. Drop off a backup Fable and land. Hit that 4th land drop. Shouldered comes down. We don't have the answer because we spent the Cathar there. Okay, doing nothing flips the night side. The veteran gets up there in power level pretty quickly, so we could threaten the trade. We can't even double spell next turn necessarily without the next land, so I think we go here. I guess we grow the Cathar. It's already done its work. Yeah, so no attacks this turn. Next turn, we hopefully can attack with the Cathar and threaten a trade with the Shouldered. They flip the Fable, though. Always spooky. That's a lot to deal with. Tap land at least. Do nothing. Flip to night side. So if we could double spell here. I mean, now we have a First Striker to attack with. Plus we have the next Brutal Cathar. It's going to come in on the night side, though. And again, we can't double spell. Maybe we play out the veteran here. There is stick. So we're going to see something. I guess we put you here. Oh, it's no longer a soldier. It's a werewolf now, so it doesn't get the effect. All right. Well, we attempt to attack with the 5/5 first striker. I think we'll see removal on it, but it'll cost him some life at least. Yep, Infernal Grass. Take 5 life. That's the best we can do this turn. No attacks. If they double spell, then we can drop the Cathar on them. 6 mana. Okay, single spell for 4 mana. Come on, give me one more thing. Nope, do nothing. Okay, we're again stuck without the ability to double spell. I think we can drop this as a first striker still. Okay. 4/4 first striker. No attacks. Titan of Industry. Okay, we're gonna need... Oh, and they just copy it every turn. Probably game. I guess we have to take out the Kiki Jiki first and then everything else. Pretty brutal. Well, we just block that. They don't have any mana to pay for this effect, right? Oh, it has shield counter. Is that what happened? Trade off the Brutal Cathar. We can't really do that. So we need it to flip somehow. Yeah, I think we have to let this one go. We're so close to dead, though. There's not a great way to do it. Down to 9. Okay. So we can double spell now. Does it even matter, though? Most likely not. Okay. Maybe we put it here on the lifelinker. We can actually swing for lethal next turn. So that's the key, actually. The key is to survive. 5 or more soldiers total. The Brutal Cathar will flip. It will be a soldier. So you're the only thing that's not a soldier. So you're blocking this turn. And then we're trying to swing for lethal. We can take the Titan, or we can take the thing that copies things every turn. I think we try to take the Titan here. I mean, they're going to copy it in response, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, let's try. It's too bad they get to copy it in response. Let's hope they don't pick the life, and we can try to sneak through for lethal this coming turn. But we'll see what happens. Oh, they put a shield counter. Okay, there's a chance we could win here. We're down to 7. We're just going to block with the adversary. They're up to 21. Okay. Oh, yes, take them back, take them back. Okay, is there any chance we... No. Okay, so there's probably no chance we can win here. Probably just take this trade. That brings us up to 11. We have to block at least something else. What if we drew a backup one of you guys? We could draw a backup, sure. Doesn't really help us, but I think I like the veteran sticking around. We're just dead here. There's just no way. We have to block everything. Yeah, this is awful. There's just no good way to do it. We can't give him back the Titan either. Okay. Yeah, this is awful. Down to 3. They just lost their shield counters. We actually got a bunch of tokens. Yeah, if the trample's gone, I guess we could be in it still. Cruelty of Gix. Oh, man. We're getting absolutely destroyed this game. Alright, trample's gone, though. We can make it a lifelinker, which we have to do here. Pump squad. Can't trade the Brutal Cathar. Brutal Cathar dies, we just lose the game. Which is probably going to happen this coming turn. So, whatever. We'll do our best here. +1 counter. It's not going on the Cathar. The veteran could trade. Let's trade the adversary with the Windgrace. And maybe put a counter here. No attacks, I suppose. That's the only way to win, but we're also on Death's Door. Do they have another Titan? No. What are they going to get? An adversary? Pump the entire squad? Or Brutal Cathar, take our Brutal Cathar, get back the Titan? That's what they should do. Yeah, I'll scoop on that. I'll make them do it, but we're not going to beat another copied Titan. Yeah. Yeah, that's that one's not that one's not gonna work out for us. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I guess we can go waste on one to go initiate, and then secluded courtyard on soldier. We could also probably just do secluded courtyard on human. Both are probably fine. We have all our mana sorted out. Mono red, potentially. Let's go. Okay. Play on soldier. And do this before combat. Actually, it doesn't matter because it's not a soldier, so it actually was unnecessary. Gave them more information. Result will probably be the same. They probably would have eaten the 1 damage from the initiate anyway. And then Voltage Surge, the 2-drop after the fact. Okay, Automaton. Alright. Fun. Can't target it with Ward. How good is Thalia? They have some removal. I guess we could double spell with Thalia this turn. I think that's fine. Alright, hit him for 1. And we still have white left over. That's fine. Okay. I don't know that they run that many non-creature spells, but at least slows down their removal a bit. Okay. Expensive Surge there. And the Ronin, okay. They definitely jam in for some damage this turn. Just you, that's kind of weird. I guess they want to keep back to block, so no blocks here. If we hit land, we can take the Automaton. We don't. That'll be good at some point. That'll be good in the very near future. But this turn, we don't have any attacks. We do have a blocker for the Ronin, though. Okay, Ronin returns. Rabbit Battery. Okay, they can make a 3/3 if they wanted to. Life total's definitely getting low. They go in for all the damage. Just you, though. Okay, I think no blocks here, then. If we go lands, take the Automaton. Oh, it's Ward 2. We need 2 lands. Well, there's one of the lands. Do we need to take the Rabbit Battery? I don't think we need to take the Rabbit Battery. Okay. Definitely go ahead and attack here. Drop you. Next turn, we could attack with 5 soldiers and make 1 blocker. It's pretty good. This is definitely a strong card. Question is how many to run. It's possible this deck doesn't need any exclusive 4-drops at all. Maybe just run the Intrepid Adversary as the 4-drop. Because getting low to the ground with this guy is disgusting. Okay, they get in again. We could chump. If we don't chump, how much damage do we get in on the crackback? 10? 10 damage on the crackback? I think we'll take 1 more turn, no blocks. I'm intrigued by attacking with all these flyers. Okay. Officer goes down. Are we not given the option to tap 3 untapped soldiers? Oh, these guys aren't soldiers. Okay. Interesting. But we hit the 5th land, so we can Brutal Cathar the Automaton, which is pretty good. And then get in there with most of these guys. Target you. Pay 2. No stick. At least you guys... We're down to 10, but... If we get in there like this, I think we're okay. Yeah, I don't think they can get lethal that turn. I think we just slam attack all for the next couple turns, and then next turn we attack with everything and get flying too. Yeah, it's alright. Couple 1-mana 2/1s. Not too bad. One on Esper, and we hit that 2-drop anyway. Name Soldier here. Tap land by the opponent. Okay. Drop you down, reveal the soldier we're about to play, submit 1, and drop the Valiant Veteran. Looks like no stick by the opponent at all. It's good to know. 3rd land, Slam Rafine. Okay, does not block very well. We can also just straight up Aganjo it this turn, which is pretty good. Or Brutal Cathar. I guess we can't pay the Brutal Cathar cost. Let's just go ahead and Aganjo it. Oh, we can't do that because we can't target it anyway. So that's fine. Rex need one more to target it. All right, so in that case, I guess we just drop the officer instead. And potentially a Ganja next turn if we have enough land. We'll see. Okay, opponent attacks. We've got a good amount of power on the battlefield. We'll see if they play a blocker. Dog. They could have Ganja this. If they spend their entire turn a Ganjaing it, are we mad? Maybe we just take 2. No big deal. Depopulate. Lovely. All right. Tactician's okay. Could also go... It's probably better to go officer plus Sky Strike officer. Next turn, go Tactician. Guess we didn't have any dual colored cards out, so we didn't get the card draw off that. Shoulder comes down. We have the Cathar ready to go. We'll take the draw. Oh, that's nice. Wait, did the game automatically put that in? It now automatically pauses on draw step. Resolve. That's interesting. All right. Take out Shelly. Get in there. Cool. Soldier. I do like this artwork. Feels kind of badass for the soldier tokens. AO comes down. We got the next Cathar, though. Could just straight up be game. It's a lot of damage. Now, if we don't win this turn and they sweep, we're going to feel pretty bad. Then they get back shouldered and AO. So they need another depopulate here. Or farewell. It's another AO. I do not think that gets there. And we pump squad either way. It's fine. Yeah, we'll drop this guy. We haven't played him yet. Yeah, all right. Soldiers, pretty good. So this is a little bit awkward. We have a couple turns to draw out of it. We get there anyway. Okay. I suppose let's start with the Initiate. It's nice to get it growing early. So we'll name Human on the first of these. Okay. And drop the Initiate first. What against is it? Then we'll name Soldier next. Okay. Veterans here is okay. I think we're good with that. Could also try to double spell to get around a Make Disappear. They bolt the Initiate, though. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, game's freezing. Okay. So they killed that, and they killed the other guy somehow? They double Flame Bless bolt that turn. All right, stuck on 2 lands. Probably go Initiate plus Recruitment Officer. Make sure we play out the Human first. We can at least attempt to grow the Initiate here. Stuck on 2 lands, though. Okay, hit that 3rd land drop anyway. What are people doing for 4 mana, and is it... Okay, let's start with an attack, see what happens. No stick at all. So they could have a counter spell. And that's all. So if that's the case, we could try you first and then the Initiate after the fact. No stick. They have nothing at all. Well, I hope they don't burn down the house then. So they only have sorceries in hand. Maybe they want to slam it to Fairy this coming turn. They scoop. Okay, maybe they maybe they're bottlenecked on white and had the 4 mana white sweeper. I don't know. That's a curve, baby. Let's go. Up against Rakdos. And we hit a turn 2 Thalia. Feels pretty good. Rakdos Harvester. Sure. Well, we prefer if they trade here instead of picking off the Thalia next turn. So we'll attack first. They don't trade. I don't really want to drop the Thalia right into removal because it is quite good against them. Maybe we drop the Aviator instead. And see if we can get them to pick that off. Okay, good. So they take the bait. They pick that off. Hopefully we can get a Thalia to stick. Play out a Fable. Probably take the token this turn. Reveal Soldier. Yeah. Okay. Take the token, swing for 2. Next turn, could go Thalia or Siege Veteran. Might just go Thalia, just attacks them. Okay, they drop off Junji and another Fable. On 4 mana. Let's see if we see a Sholdred. Ooh, Flesh Gorger. Okay. Well, Veteran does pretty well here. Double spell Veteran plus Thalia. I like that. Start here on Soldier. We'll drop the Thalia first, I suppose. Stick could just be from the blood token. And attempt a Veteran. Now they're taxed out of spells. Okay. Menace, Lifelink Ward. Yeah. Jam in there. Take the trade with the Cathar. Okay. This is 4 mana. Reveal a creature card. Mana value 3 or less. Put it into your hand. We're not on that yet, but this game could come down to that. Alright. I take the cycle. Sholdred's probably our worst here right here. But we can try to get to up to a big Thalia. Alright. Yeah. Okay. Man, I love that the game stops, puts a pause here when Sholdred's down. Yeah, we'll take the draw here. Okay. That's fine. So I think we definitely go Veteran. And start putting counters on the Thalia. Try to get a first striker big enough to get through Sholdred. Now, if they have another Bloodthirsty Adversary, they play it, they copy it, and then they pick off the Thalia. That'll be sad, because they'll have 2 blood tokens to give it -4/-4. Mishra's Foundry. Oh, interesting. They fit that into the deck. Wonder how many they run. Maybe just 2? Yeah, I'll be curious to see how many of these should fit into dual-colored decks. Ooh, we hit the Cathar anyway. So what do they want to do in response? They probably have removal. I was thinking we use the Hopeful Initiate to pick off Kiki Jiki. So what's going to happen here? They're not going to Voltage Surge us. They could just Infernal Grasp. Okay, so they want to Infernal Grasp Thalia here. I like picking off Kiki Jiki. I think that's a good play in general. So maybe we do that over playing out the Brutal Cathar. Because we play the Brutal Cathar, they use Infernal Grasp on that. It's not bad either. I just don't want to let Kiki Jiki stick around. I think we just attack with Thalia. And see what happens. Okay. How do you want to play it? Okay, so they're going to take the damage. And then I think we use this opportunity to kill the Kiki Jiki. Sure. And then next turn we can try to Brutal Cathar the Sholdred. Because we really don't want them to play what are their Bloodthirsty Harvester and just start picking off creatures for free with the Kiki Jiki. Like this is an issue we have to answer very soon. Cool. So that goes down. And next turn we can try to Brutal Cathar the Sholdred. Maybe attack all. Okay, what is that? 7 mana available. Okay. It's Gix, but that's not that scary. Interesting. Okay. And they equip you, I guess, to Sholdred. Whatever they equip it to. They equip it to Gix. It's now a 5/3. But we just take the Sholdred here. Quick check for lethal. They go block, block, take. Let's see, they go block, block, take what? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Not lethal. We'll go Cathar here instead. Take Sholdred. And pretty much jam in with everything. Put the counter here. Scoop. Yeah, attack with everything except for the Veteran. Maybe even the Veteran gets in there too, but that's a wide board for them to deal with, especially with no Meathook Massacre around. Okay, I think we'll call it there. If you enjoyed today's video, please consider dropping a like, a subscribe, and a comment. It helps out the channel a lot. Have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one.